What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with the Imagine Life Development Center, and today I want to talk about why you should stop watching tarot videos. So, essentially, there's a few reasons that you're definitely watching tarot readings for the wrong reason. And I'm guilty of this, so it's no judgment from me. I've done this myself before I started to learn to read, and definitely before I started my own tarot channel. So a few different reasons that you're probably going too far. You're taking it too far. Meaning that tarot readings are not beneficial for you any longer. The first one is you've become addicted or obsessed with tarot readings. You can't go 24 hours without watching a video. You're constantly waiting, maybe even nervously or anxiously waiting for the next video from your favorite tarot readers out there to post. It's like, oh, when are they going to post? When are they going to post? When are they going to update? It's like, or if you certain readers that do live readings, or maybe you have certain go-to readers that you get personal readings from, you're constantly having to get a reading. Constantly. You're paying for readings, you're watching readings. It's taking you over. It's an addiction. It's a literal obsession at this point. That's when you definitely need to stop. Because now you've completely given your power away to this deck of cards that has no power. Like, this is just cards with pictures on it. That's all that this is. It's pieces of paper with artwork on it. Okay? There's nothing magical about a deck of cards. Now, are those cards representing a tool, a metaphysical, non-physical tool that can predict or forecast certain decisions and outcomes in life? Absolutely. Can they be accurate in their predictions? Absolutely. Now, this brings us to the second reason why you should stop watching tarot videos. Is instead of you embracing your power as a creator, in other words, taking responsibility for your own life and the life that you want to have, the experiences you want to have, whether it's love, relationship, money, whatever it is. Instead of you seeing yourself as the creator, or at the very least the co-creator, right? Because there are spiritual laws and physical laws that govern this reality that we have incarnated in, because we are spiritual beings. We are a soul inside of this flesh suit, this avatar, that we exist in this 5-sense 3D world. You know, we can touch things, we can taste things, we can smell things, we can see things, we can hear things, right? So we're in this five sensory world, which affords us to have experiences with things. And in tarot, you've got the four elements. You have the pentacles, which represent anything tangible, not just money. You have cups, which represent our feelings and emotions that we experience. We have wands, which represent our desires, our passion, and our motivations to take action or inspiration. Then we have the swords, which represent our thoughts, communications, and our mind, right? And so those four elements all work together as part of the experience that we came here, or we incarnated here to have. But we are the magician, like the magician card in tarot, the major arcana magician card, which I will just really quick go through and grab. It's the number 1 card. We have the Fool, which is the 0 card, and we have the Magician, which is the first step, number 1, of our spiritual journey. Because the 22 major arcana in tarot represent the journey of our soul. And so the magician is here to tell us that we are the ones who create. We are the creators. We are the magicians. Every one of us creates. As above, so below. We call things that are not as though they are. We are connected to the infinite. All things are possible, right? Just like the Bible. Jesus said, all things are possible for those who believe. Or whoever you follow spiritually. It doesn't have to be Jesus. On the table are the four elements. The pinnacle, representing the tangible world. The cups, the swords, the wands, everything that I just said. We as the magician, it is up to us to decide what we create and the outcomes that we get in our life. Guess what is not the magician? This deck of cards. This deck of cards is not you. This deck of cards is not going to get you your soulmate. This deck of cards is not going to bring you wealth, money, abundance, a new job, a new career, a soulmate, a twin flame. The person reading the cards isn't going to bring you wealth, abundance, a soulmate, a twin flame, love, whatever. I, as a reader, am just a vessel. I am a channel through which information can come to you as a recipient of that information. Just like a radio, right? If you're in your car, the radio is the channel. It is the access point. You turn the radio on. The job of the radio is to bring through the music that you want to listen to, because it's channeling, it's connected to a frequency of information that you desire to listen to, whether it's rock, country, pop, whatever it is you want to listen to, whether it's NPR, whether it's the news, whatever it is you want to hear. You tell the radio what you desire, and the radio brings that information in. That's all that we are as readers. We're just the radio. You ask a question, you have a desire, there's something you want to know about. We are connecting to that frequency, using this as a medium, as a tool to get that information, to acquire that information, just like your car has an antenna. The antenna would be essentially the same thing as these cards. The antenna allows that information to be funneled into us as the messenger. And as the messenger, it's our job to communicate that out to you as the listener or the recipient, right? Or as what traditional tarot calls as the querent. Fancy word, right? None of that has anything to do with you being the creator of your life. And even me, as a tarot reader, these cards cannot tell me what to do. These cards will not create my future. They will not bring me love. They will not bring me happiness. They will not bring me wealth, money, or any of that. Only I can do that. Can these cards tell me the same thing that we as readers tell you all as our audience? Can these cards tell me, hey, maybe you need to do more of this. Maybe you need to do less of that. And maybe you need to do something at all. Absolutely. 1000%. These cards can tell me what I should do or maybe what I shouldn't do if this is the goal, right? If this is the outcome. So this is the goal. The magician up here, this is the goal. The goal is, what do I want? And what you want is represented by the infinity symbol, which represents infinity, all possibilities. Up here, this wand up here, what he's holding with his hand up high, this represents, this is what I want. Okay? And so where do you want it? You don't want it to stay up here where it's invisible and you can't interact with it. You want it down here in the tangible. You want it on the table. You want it like these. All four of these items are on the table. The magician can pick up the wand on the table. It's tangible. He can interact with it. The sword, tangible. The cup, the pinnacle, they're all here, right? They're tangible. We can interact with it. We don't want desires to remain in the invisible realm of, well, they're just desires. There's nothing for me, they're just invisible. I can't do anything with it. All I can do is close my eyes and imagine, pretend that I have it, right? That's, and to some extent, through meditation and visualization, and meditation and all these different techniques, that's one way to connect with the experience of having it as if it were in the tangible, real realm. Especially if you're doing law of attraction type of meditations and work and all that kind of stuff. But the goal, right? The goal of being a human, the only reason for your soul to come into this body, this avatar, this flesh suit, is for you to interact with the world with the five senses, right? Because why else would we be here? Why the hell else would we come into these bodies if the purpose of being in the body was not to have things to interact with in the body? We have five senses for a reason. And a lot of people in spirituality, they get it backwards. They're like, oh no, we're supposed to leave. It's supposed to be like transcending and leaving the 3D and going to the 5D and the 10D and the millionth D and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you're missing the point. You didn't incarnate here just to turn around and leave. You incarnated here to experience reality through tangible things, which is why you want tangible things, right? If you want more money, what are you going to do with that money? What are you going to buy? I want to buy a house. Okay, well, why do you want to buy a house? Because it's tangible, right? The only reason you want to buy a house is because you want the tangible house. If you didn't want the house, you wouldn't need to buy it, right? Like, well, I don't want the house. Cool. Well, then just imagine the house. You don't need to buy it. You don't have to. You don't need thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, mind you, in an inflated economy to have a house when you can just have it in your mind. But that's not what you want. You don't want it just in your mind. You want it where you can touch it. You can be inside it. You can buy furniture. You can decorate it. You can live in it. You can see it. You can interact with it. That's why you want it. The same thing with love, right? You don't want to just close your eyes and go, oh, I'm imagining what it would be like to be with my perfect partner, my soulmate, and this, that, and the other. No, you want the physical thing. You want a human being. You want another human. You want to be able to touch their body, look at them, hear their voice. You want to be able to laugh with them, go on adventures with them. You want to be able to make love to them, have sex with them, kiss them, and be physical. You want those things. You don't want it just for in the invisible or the imagination realm, right? So there's a reason that we have desires. And the reason that we have those desires is because we are here, spiritual beings having a physical experience, because we want physical experience, right? However, when we think that these things, these cards or tarot readings and all these things that we get obsessed with and addicted to are what are going to get us those things, we're wrong. Because it's up to us, which brings me to the third thing. You need to stop watching tarot videos if you're giving your power away. You're not taking responsibility for your life. And most people aren't. And I don't say this to sound judgmental because I used to be one as well. You give your power away because we're taught this. This is why we're taught this. We're trained this way. You were raised to believe that something or someone outside of you has all the power. Your parents had all the power. Your boss at work has all the power. The government has all the power. Somebody, whatever has all the power outside of you. And you need to figure out how you can somehow interact with these forces outside of you to get what you want, to be more pleasing, to be more persuasive, to be more convincing, to be good enough, right? All these things are forms of powerlessness. No, you don't need that thing outside of you, right? Religion is another big one. I grew up I grew up hardcore Christianity. And again, I don't have a problem with that system. Well, actually, I kind of do. I have a problem with the toxic side of that religion. But in and of itself, I don't have a problem with those who call themselves Christian as long as they're not being toxic people to others. But But there was a time in my life where I was a toxic Christian, but I was also being abused by the toxicity of those Christian beliefs. And while I should say I was in the toxicity of those beliefs, I was under the belief system that my power was outside of me. God is my savior. God is the one who's going to give me what I want. I have to pray to God for my soulmate, my wife, my spouse. I have to pray to God for my provision, my security, my wealth, my money. But there was all these rules, right? Because I can't be a sinner, and I have to ask for forgiveness, and I have to live a certain way, and I have to read the Bible, and I have to pray, and I have to go to church, and I have to tithe, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. There's all these things that have to happen in order for me to think or believe that my savior, my golden cow, the God out here will listen to me, bless me, and give me what I desire. Because I earned it, right? And none of that was true. I was always the power. It's me. I am the magician. You are the magician. We are this magician. We are the creators. We are the little g gods that are all here. We're all given the same access to the same laws, the same rules. We all have access to the same amount of power. It's all equal. We all have access to the same things. I have just as much ability and power within me to become a millionaire or a billionaire as Elon Musk did, right? What's the difference? Elon Musk figured it out. So he's a billionaire. I have just as much power within me to become a millionaire or billionaire like Mark Zuckerberg, who's the Facebook guy, CEO person, right? Well, why is he there where he is and I'm not? Because he figured it out, right? We are the creators. We have to own our own power. And so if you're not taking responsibility for your life, you're not taking responsibility as the creator of your life, and you're giving your power away because you believe it's tarot, you believe it's spirit, you believe it's aliens, you believe it's Palladians, you believe it's God, the universe, it's source, you believe it's the government, you believe it's your parents, you believe it's your job, you believe it's your boss, you believe it's whoever the hell. Any answer that you give besides it's me, I am, it's me. I am is me. I am the I am. That is the power. That is the God. That is the source. That is the creator. And when I don't take responsibility for the power that I've been given, the infinite power that I've been given, which shows up ironically, not just on the magician card, but it shows up 7 steps later, again, on the strength card as a reminder, because we forget, right? We're going on our spiritual journey. The major arcana, magician is number 1, card number 1 of the major arcana, which is talking about the journey of our soul or the fool's journey. We get to card number 8 and look who it is. It's us again. I know this is a woman, and I know that technically in the artwork, this is a man, this is a woman, but that's just the art. It's neither male or female. It's a soul. Okay. So here you are, male or female, as a soul, and there you are again. There's the infinite, right? But you're just further down the road. You're still the infinite. You're still the God. We are God incarnated, consciousness incarnated here as the creators that all have equal access to equal everything, and you can do whatever you want. It's free will. So you need to stop watching these tarot videos and these readings and getting readings and all this stuff. If any part of you is in a place or in a mindset and you have to get brutally honest with yourself. And I know it's hard to do sometimes. You have to get brutally honest with yourself and say, am I giving my power away to these readings, to the cards, or to anything outside of me because I feel powerless? If the answer is yes, then you need to stop watching tarot, because you're just going to keep feeding that addiction. You're going to keep relying upon the cards to tell you what to do, who to be. You're going to be like, well, when is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Guess what? You're losing. The two most valuable resources we have as human beings is time and energy. When today's gone, we're never getting it back. And when tomorrow begins, if you rested well, you'll have a certain level of energy when you wake up. And as you go throughout the day, your energy dwindles, just like the gas in the gas in the tank of your car. You drive your car, the gas, you're burning fuel, right? And eventually you have to stop the car at a gas station. You have to turn off the engine and you have to refuel. Same thing with our bodies. We're going all day long. And then we eventually have to turn off the engine, go to sleep. So we refuel. So that's limited. It's limited energy and limited time. And we can't reproduce that. We can't buy that back. I can't say, hey, I want to do tomorrow over again. Can I buy that back? No, it's gone. It's gone forever. So do you want to spend the rest of your life wasting valuable time, wasting valuable energy, watching readings again and again and again and again, wishing, hoping, praying, right? Praying to your golden cow, hoping, waiting, praying. Will it happen? When is it going to happen? When's this person going to come? When am I going to have the new job? When am I going to have the new house? When am I going to have my twin flame? When blah, 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 blah. Or would you rather know that you have the power to go get it? I want it. I get it. That's the mentality that we should have. If you want something, you should know that you can get it with certainty. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Everybody, you, me, everybody, 8 billion people, give or take, on this planet right now. All 8 billion of us should have one healthy mentality amongst all of us that's shared. We don't, but we should, which is, if I want it, I will have it. Now, does that mean that if it's something evil or something bad? Of course. That's a whole, that's opening up a whole other landscape of conversations. That's a whole other box of worms, can of worms open up, right? I'm not talking about selfishness and evil deeds. Like, well, I want to kill all the such and such people in the world, right? Like, there's people out there, there's certain places, certain countries that exist on this planet that are at war with other countries because they don't believe that those types of people deserve to live or exist, right? And I'm having to say it in a way so that I don't get flagged on my channel for speech problems. So I'm having to, you're going to just have to, read between the lines of what I'm trying to say here, because I don't want to get flagged on my channel for saying something that I get flagged for. Like, oh, you're being hateful right now. But I'm making a point. I'm not saying that everybody who has a desire for something, that desire is beneficial for the collective good. Sure, people have evil desires and they do evil things that are harmful and hurtful and despicable. But my point is simply that for you, because obviously I don't think that most of the people that are here watching this video on my channel are evil people. I think that you're just, at the very least, you probably consider yourself a normal person who just wants normal things that every human wants. Like, yeah, I would love to live comfortably, not have to worry about my money, my finances, and I would love to find somebody who loves me and I can have fun with, I can have adventures with, I can live, a fun, exciting life with, be passionate with, have romance with, and, whatever else, right? Just basic things, right? That's who I'm talking to. And so until we realize that we are the creators, it is up to us to create these realities, to create these outcomes. And no matter, and it doesn't matter whatever that powerless thing is that we were relying upon, until we see that thing is the lie, that's the fraud. The fraud is, hey, I believe somewhere within me, I was taught, I was told, I was raised, doesn't matter. I was in a system. It doesn't, however that limiting belief got there, that I'm not the one that's responsible for creating these outcomes. Until we can see that, until we can realize that was the lie, until we can reverse that disempowering, limiting belief into an empowering belief, until we have some degree of a conviction within us that, hey, no, I know that I feel it. I know that I am the creator. Even if you have to convince yourself by the tiniest little way, right? And starting from kindergarten level, basic level, like, okay, to convince your mind, because the mind is the problem. Our brain looks for evidence of things that are true and real. And if it can't find evidence of things that are true and real, it will create a story that we might end up believing, even if that story is not true, right? So we don't want that to happen, because that's usually what creates a lot of the problems that people have that keep them stuck. They have old belief systems, they have old paradigms, they have a lot of old shit in their brain that causes them to stay stuck, or repeating cycles, or getting limited results in life. And that's where people like me and other coaches and therapists and blah, 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 blah have to come in to help you rewire the brain to have a new belief. So now that you have a new belief, you can get a new result, right? So most of us have been conditioned into that limitation that, oh, I can't create that life. I can't get that person. I can't get that money, right? So we have to rely upon somebody else. It's an external savior. And I'm not saying just it doesn't have to even be a God. A savior can be anything. Anything outside of yourself is an external savior. You are the savior. You are the one who's going to get the result. Okay. So if you are addicted and obsessive to tarot, you need to stop watching those tarot readings. If you don't realize that you are responsible for the life and the results that you're getting, you need to stop watching tarot videos. If you think or believe that you are not the creator, you're not the person that's in control, you're not the driving force, you're not the person of power that's going to get those things in life, you need to stop watching tarot videos. Because it's going, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to keep feeding that addiction, you're going to keep feeding that pattern, and you're going to waste your life. Again, the two most valuable resources you have. You keep watching these videos and nothing's changing. I don't have my person. I don't have my money. I don't have my career, my house, whatever the thing is that you're watching tarot for. You're going to come back tomorrow and watch another video, and then another, 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 and then another. Nothing is changing. Why? Why is nothing changing? Because it's up to you. You are the creator. You are the magician. You're the person that's going to make or create those things happen. All that these cards do, all a tarot reader can do, is assist you in understanding what's happening as you make decisions and choices about what it is you're trying to create. And as long as you're taking responsibility, as long as you know that you're the person in control of your life, as long as you are operating in the fullness of your power, understanding the things that I just explained, then you should watch tarot videos. You should get a tarot reading, right? So in closing, I will give one last example. Okay, so I'm a tarot reader. I have a tarot channel. I understand energy. I understand metaphysics. I understand spirituality. I understand psychology. I understand all of these things. why would I get a tarot reading from somebody else? And I do, by the way. There's somebody who is my person, and I only trust this reader to do my readings because she's legit, and she's become a close friend of mine, and she's legit. She's extremely gifted. She's extremely talented. She's tapped in. She's tuned in. She's no joke. And she's been doing it for a very long time. But why would I need a reading from her? I could just do one myself, right? Or why would I need one at all? Because I'm still human and I want to know where I'm at. Success is measurable. All success is measurable. I want to know where I'm at. So if I get a reading, it's like, I want to know if the changes that I'm making in myself, the things I'm focusing on, the things that I'm pouring my energy into, my time into, the things I'm trying to create and manifest, where am I? How am I doing? Have I gone too far one way? Have I gone too far the other way? Do I need more effort? Do I need to pull back some? I just give me an update. Give me an update of where I am in my process of being a creator, right? For example, let's say you want to bake a cake, or you're baking anything. You got to bake something, right? It's supposed to take 20 minutes. You set a timer, you put the thing in the oven, you close the oven, and you wait until the timer goes off. So what's the next thing that you do when the timer goes off? You open the oven and you check the thing that you're baking to see if it's done or not. Now you might slide it out and you might look at it and you I don't know. Maybe I need to put it in a little longer. It doesn't look done yet. You put it back in. You set the timer for 5 more minutes. You forget about it. And you come back when the alarm goes off 5 minutes later. That's what a tarot reading should be for. Okay? You should watch tarot because, hey, I'm just seeing if the thing is done. Does it need more of this? Does it need less of that? Do I need to change something? Like it helps you know where you are at with whatever this thing is that you're manifesting, creating, whatever you're working on here. That's what tarot is meant for. And as long as you're responsibly using the tool, just like you would responsibly use a knife, an oven, the timer on your phone, these are all tools that are meant to help you get a certain result. But you don't live your life by that tool. Like the timer on your phone isn't going to bake the cake for you, right? That's not the purpose of the timer. Just like tarot, the purpose of tarot is not to tell you what is supposed to happen. Okay. So I hope that this video answers certain questions and helps you understand from a responsible point of view why you should watch tarot and why you shouldn't. And I'm going to continue to make videos like this because, again, no matter how many readings that I do on this channel, if you are somebody who is not in a healthy place spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, then I'm just feeding an addiction that's not going to empower you. No matter what reading that I do for you, even if you call me up and you want a personal reading, it doesn't matter. I can give you the reading. I can say, hey, this is what you need to do. You want this? You got to do that. And you're like, okay. But then you call me back a week later and go, hey, I want a reading. I want an update. Well, did you do the thing that I told you to do in the last reading? No. Then why are we doing another reading? You didn't do the thing that you needed to do to get the thing that you desire. Why are you asking about the thing you desire when you're not doing the thing you need to do to get the thing you desire? Right? It doesn't make sense. So my job, I feel like my job, my desire, my job here to serve you all in an empowering way to actually help you guys, help empower you to become the creator, the powerful person, the magician of your life, for you to get whatever you want. That's why I'm here. Like, that is why I'm here. I want to help empower you guys to become the magician so you can get whatever you want. And then eventually for you to get good enough at it to where you don't need, you may not even need tarot anymore. Like, yeah, I stopped watching tarot videos. I know that if I want something, I do this, I manifest, and it comes to me, and I don't worry about it anymore. I convinced myself. I collected enough evidence to prove that I can do this. It's real. And, and if you watch tarot readings, or you become a tarot enthusiast, or you just enjoy tarot because you're fascinated by it, like me, myself, that's different. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Maybe you do become fascinated with it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to start your own tarot channel one day. Maybe you want to teach people. Maybe it's something that you feel drawn to, and that's okay. That's awesome, right? And the world will need what you have as long as you're being authentic and real about why you're bringing it into the world from that authentic place, right? And so I started my last channel, and you can go watch the other video. I talk about this. I lost my original channel last September during Mercury retrograde, no less. But then I had to start all over again from scratch. I had a channel that I had for a year, and I had grown it so far. Channel got wiped out, couldn't get it back. I had to start all over. And then I was like, man, I don't even want to do it. I'm burnt out now. And the reason that I was burnt out was because I was never doing it the way that I wanted to do it to start with. I didn't want to just be another tarot reader. Just, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. This thing's coming towards you. I wanted to actually teach people how to find the power within them to get the thing. Because that's the whole purpose of having a reading, right? It's not, I just want to listen to tarot just because I want to listen to it, right? Some people might do it for entertainment, but I don't feel that most people do. I don't know, maybe 1 to 3% of people might actually watch tarot for entertainment. The rest of us, 95, 97% of us watch it because we actually want something to happen in our lives. But that thing isn't happening in our lives. Well, why is that? Right? Watching tarot isn't going to make that thing happen in our lives. It just gives us hope. Puts us in this constant cycle of hoping, waiting, that it'll happen. But it never happens because it's up to us to make it happen. And that's what I wanted my channel to be about. So hopefully this information it's been helpful for you. I know I probably maybe over-explained myself. But I feel and felt led that I needed to go into great detail about this because we need to break the addictive patterns. We need to stop spiritually bypassing and spiritually scapegoating, meaning like, okay, anything that you believe is the answer outside of yourself is spiritual bypassing. Whether it's God, whether it's source, whether it's universe, whether it's tarot, anything outside of yourself that you're putting your hope in as being the answer or the antidote to the problems that you're having about why you're not getting the thing that you want, that's spiritual bypassing. You're bypassing. You're bypassing who? What are you bypassing? You're bypassing yourself. You need to stop looking outside of yourself and turn your gaze inward. I am the solution to my problems. Period. That's it. It's literally that simple. Now, it may not feel that simple. You're like, well, I don't know how to do it. That's a different question. And those are things that people can help you with, right? Mentors, coaches, there's all types of information out there about how to find that power within yourself so that you can get the results that you desire. But when you're giving your power away to things outside of yourself because you think that those things are what are going to get you the thing that you want, it's not going to happen. And I'm not here to feed into that. I'm here to help you turn your eyes inward to find the power within you to get the things that you want. And that's what this channel is about. So if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It's completely free for you. It helps me know that you're finding my content valuable or not. If you're engaged with the content, I will create more of it. If there's no engagement from it, then I know you don't give a crap about it. So then I'm not going to waste my time creating it. Pretty straightforward, right? So for those of you who've got it this far, I deeply appreciate you. I appreciate your investment in yourself. And I'm here as a resource for you. I literally want to be here as a resource for you. I'm not here to become a celebrity. I'm not here to be YouTube tarot all-star person. I don't give a crap about that. I'm here because I want to help you and empower you to get the things that you want. That's why I'm here. That's my passion. Okay. So just pretend that I'm here as your friend, your partner, your go-to, I'm here just on that spiritual journey with you as your friend, to be a resource for you. And somebody you can turn to and lean on and learn from, and whatever I can do to assist you, that's what I'm here for. Okay. So it's all about you guys. It's all about me helping you guys with whatever I have, whatever I can give that will help assist you and empower you to get the things that you want out of life. Okay. That's why I'm here. That's what this channel is about. So if you find value in that, the best way to let me know is by interacting, like, share, comment, and you can reach out to me as well. All that information is in the description box. I try my absolute hardest to relate and connect with you guys on a personal level as well. That's important to me. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you, and stay tuned for more videos and more readings and all the good things.